Hi, thank you for joining us here at Tax Talk UK, where we talk about all things tax and working for yourself. So we've been asked how much mileage can you claim and how do you work that out? So we're going to quickly look at that. And before we start, if I could please ask you to take a moment to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you'll easily be able to refer back to the information should you need to, as well as finding other information that we have available on a whole wide range of topics to support you in your self-employment and running your small business. If you want to get notified every time we upload new information, then you should also turn on the notifications. So mileage then, so as we talked about in another video, there's two ways of, if you're a sole trader, of accounting for use of your personal vehicle. So we're not talking about a vehicle that you have brought through your business that's solely for the business use. We're talking about when you need to use your personal vehicle. So you can either add up all of the total costs and proportion it by keeping all the mileage records and taking the same percentage of the costs that you use for business use. Or what we're going to look at today is mileage. So this is a nice simple way of recouping the cost of the effect of using your personal vehicle for your business. So when I say recouping the cost, and we're talking about the fuel costs, the insurance, the servicing, the wear and tear on your tires, your road tax, everything, every cost is covered by the mileage, by claiming mileage. So if you're claiming mileage, you shouldn't be claiming anything else specifically for your business through your self-employed accounts. So some of the Making Tax Digital software that some of you will be using already does have a provision in there where you can track your mileage in there. And some even has a function where you can use the GPS on your phone through the app in the software to be able to track your journeys. If you don't have that or you don't want to use that, then you could either have a mileage book or a simple spreadsheet that tracks how much mileage that you are doing. So you should record the date that you have done the mileage that you're claiming for, what the purpose of your business journey was, and how many miles. Returns, that is something, it sounds really obvious when it's said out loud, but a lot of people do forget to claim. They say, oh, that was 10 miles away, and they claim the 10 miles. They forget that it's sort of both ways. So that's important. And how often you keep your records really depends on how much mileage you're doing. So if you are only doing a dozen journeys through the course of your accounting year, then you could just have one spreadsheet or one record for the whole of the year. If you're doing a dozen every month or every week even, then you might want to keep monthly or weekly records. So really there's not a right or a wrong answer of how often you should be recording it. In terms of updating your records, I would strongly recommend that needs to be regularly, because it's really difficult to go back through your diary to sort of remember what business journeys you've done if you're not doing it at the time. And then of course that means that you might not be claiming for some journeys, which of course means you'll pay more tax than you need to. So once you've got your records, then if you're keeping your records on a weekly basis or a monthly or a quarterly basis, you also need to keep a track of ongoing how much mileage you've done in the year. And the reason that I say this is because the rate that you can claim is the standard allowance from HMRC is 45 pence a mile up to the first 10,000 miles, and then over that is 25 pence a mile. So of course, if you're keeping your records on a monthly basis, you need to be able to show and to know if you go over the 10,000 miles, so you know that you drop that down. And again, if you're using MTD software for your accounts, then that will track for you the total miles and drop it down at the correct time once you get to 10,000 miles. And just a reminder that traveling to and from a permanent place of work isn't claimable. It's you can't claim for that. So we're only talking about business journeys that you do. So if you work in an office, you wouldn't claim for traveling to and from the office, but once you're at the office, if you then go to visit customers or clients, for example, then you would claim for that portion. So hopefully that helps to understand how to claim mileage, and gives you some ideas of how often to keep your records. As I mentioned before, if you could please take a moment to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.